You know, I was not planning on making this stream, but there were some things that I had to discuss regarding the Cold Steel 3 and Cold Steel 4 ports for the PlayStation 5. Now, there will be no gameplay video today, but oh, but I did get an email from NIS America, and I felt like I had to talk about this. So, without further ado, let's begin. I also gotta adjust my volume because never mind. You see that straight out crossbow on the bottom right? So, you might have already seen the announcement trailer, but it comes to the PlayStation 5 next month. And we could go over the trailer for the PS5 ports again, but I'm just really worried, you know, about the whole gaming industry because with E3 officially dead and a digital only future on the horizon, I really don't have that much hope for gaming in the future, honestly. And the reason that NIS America are doing these PlayStation 5 ports for Cold Steel 3 and Cold Steel 4 is because PS5 sales outside of Japan have been taken off. Like, you could see this with, like, Sony's marketing of a certain game that I will not name. But which is supposed to launch next week. Now, also next week, I start my spring semester for college, so we're going to watch the trailer together. Now, I have the audio muted due to copyright reasons. Hold on. Never mind. We won't be watching it because I could get into copyright trouble, and my stream could be terminated because. Hold on, did my. Okay, so they say to experience it on Cold Steel 3 and Cold Steel 4 on PlayStation 5. So they only had like a 2 sentence description and a few screenshots. Actually 5 screenshots. Doesn't look much different from the PS4 version though. And that's what got me worried. Are game companies actually getting are third-party developers actually getting lazy to the fact that they can't really make original games, or do they want to cash in on the next gen craze, which has been delayed for several years due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the chip shortage, which unfortunately is still going on even in 2024, as it is basically damn near impossible to buy a Suica or Pasmo transportation card in Tokyo without using a phone or something. So we can look at the limited edition, which is $100. Now, what can you buy for $100? First of all, 10 million Gran Turismo 2 Gran Turismo 7 credits. What else can you buy for $100? I heard you can also buy cheap turntables for $100 that don't sound that great, honestly. there's not much you can buy for $100 these days, thanks to inflation or something like that. So this limited edition has the physical game, which, of course, because you'll own nothing and you will be happy, even with physical media nowadays. You also have a digital soundtrack code, which doesn't contain the entire soundtrack. If you do want the entire soundtrack and are located in the US, then the iTunes Store is your best friend. Or you could just buy the CDs from Amazon Japan or something. And you also have a mini art book, like, on the previous releases. And also the Chronicles of the Twilight hardcover art book. You also get a 24 by 17-inch Erebonia map. And you also have the Erebonian Landmarks postcard set, which I think the Parm one is kind of questionable because it uses like a Safari font for a classic town, European town or something. But you also have the Divine Knights and Awakeners art card set, which still sells 7 of them. And you also get a collector's box too. So we're going to read what it says. Following the Erebonian Civil War, which happened during Cold Steel 2, war hero Reen Schwarzer begins life anew as an instructor at Doris Military Academy's branch campus. Join him in as a brand new Trails adventure unfolds in Cold Steel 3 and Cold Steel 4. Experience the full story of Reen Schwarzer and the new Class 7 as they deal with the aftermath of war and the appearance of new threats in this dynamic combo pack. More like high dynamic range injections. Those are becoming common these days because I've seen that a lot of movies that were clearly mastered for only 1080p Blu-ray or something are getting releases in 4K UHD, and some of them end up looking like trash, while others end up looking better than the older Blu-ray masters. And they also said that enjoy in-depth JRPG gameplay that performs better than ever on PlayStation 5. Well, we'll see about that because we know how well the PS5 port of Trails into Reverie came out, so they also have cosmetic DLC, which was also included with the physical PS4 versions. They'll have your party members looking their best, or in the case of people who don't like certain things, it'll result it'll result in having dislikes on your video. I'm just saying. So I think a good starting point for the Trails series is not Cold Steel 3 or 4. It's actually Trails in the Sky, which um Nihon Falcom has said that you should actually have a little more patience with them porting it to the next gen platforms like PS5, Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch isn't exactly next gen, but it's still like modern enough. And high definition. Wasn't the original game also in high definition? It's more like ultra high definition or 4K. Experience the beautiful surroundings like never before. Now, there's not a lot of transparency coming out from NIS America's side, so and you have your DLC bonus, which this is the DLC costume. Then you have gameplay footage and artwork, but this is from a development build of the game, which means that it's not final. And we all know with the failure that is City Skylines 2 for PC, sometimes the final build ends up looking worse than what the developers like show you. So this is some screenshots, which I doubt are in HDR. I think they could be in 4K and might have higher texture quality, but I have yet to verify this myself. You also have the trailer and stuff. So going back here, you can also buy the deluxe edition at the following places: GameStop, Amazon.com, Best Buy, Amazon Canada, or GameStop Canada. However, there's been some troubling news as a reporter was arrested in Canada just for doing his job. I mean, enough about that. Then you can watch the PS4 reveal trailers or the PS4, Switch, and PC reveal trailers. And you have character details and 3 wallpapers that you can buy. And you can download, sorry. So this is what they say are the technical specification. It's for this remake is for the PlayStation 5 only, and it's an RPG game. We know it's only single player because RPGs are single player adventures, unless you're talking about Pokemon, which has gone downhill in the past 10 years. That's all I'm gonna say. And the voice languages are in English and Japanese. For the text, both games will have English, but only Cold Steel 3 will have French. Which means that if you live, if your primary language is French, then I'm sorry, but you're not getting Cold Steel 4 in English because of NIS America. And then you could check their socials and stuff. X or Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Discord. By the way, I did leave Twitch because do I want to do I really want to say why I left Twitch? Honestly, am I ready to say what caused me to leave Twitch? Well, anyways, I know I shouldn't be expecting much in gaming this year, but there's also going to be the Samsung Galaxy AI phone that's coming out soon, which I am actually planning to do an analysis stream on, so yeah. And on February 5th, I will be streaming Puyo Puyo Tetris 1 for the Nintendo 3DS, which was Japan exclusive. Because the game's 10th anniversary is next month. Okay. So, I guess that's it for this stream.